Do you know that in some part of South Africa, like the Xhosa, the Ndebele, and the Pedi traditional ethnic group, circumcise their male child at the age of 18? Call it a culture shock. Yes, it's indeed a great culture shock. The pain, the trauma. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back again to this space. This is your girl Tina with a little bit of everything. On this channel, we create content around South Africa and Nigeria. And if you see my face for the very first time, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you always be the first to get notified when I upload a video. And if you're a returning subscriber, I just want to say thank you for always making that time to come watch my videos over and over again. Thank you. Do you know that in some part of South Africa, like in the Ndebele ethnic group, the Pedi and the Xhosa traditional ethnic group only circumcise their male child at the age of 18? Call it a culture shock. It's a culture shock for me. Like, it's a culture shock for me. The pain, the trauma. Recently, I saw a lady on my status. She uploaded the son's picture. The son was wrapped in big wrapper, like was covered everywhere. And under the picture, she wrote, "Proud of you, son." So I just wanted to comment. So, and I said, "Congratulations, what happened to your son?" She said that the son was recently initiated into manhood. Recently initiated into manhood. I want to know, how do you mean? Can you please explain further? She said that the son turned 18 and the son was taken for initiation, for circumcision, so he can be welcomed into manhood. I was not still convinced. I wanted her to explain. So I'm going to read out the things she told me before I continue. She said, "This is a stage where circumcision occurs and where initiations are taught by their elders about various skills they need to know as men. The final stage is the incorporation stage, which is where the newly initiated boys are now referred to as men and are reincorporated into their various community." She also said that male initiation in South Africa refers to a cultural practice that marks the transformation of a young male to adulthood. The cultural practice of a male initiation involves circumcision. Male initiation prepares young men to be responsible men in society. Now, what she's trying to say is that the boys, after the initiation, are no longer boys. They are initiated into manhood. And before that, before the circumcision, before anything, they are taken somewhere. Though she didn't state it here, but she later said they are taken somewhere where they are kept and they are taught the norms and the values and tradition of their society, of the society. So she said they are camped there for 7 to probably 8, I don't know, 7 days before the initiation. And I read also that after the initiation, as a lady, you are not expected to ask them, "How are you feeling?" Like, you are not expected, sorry, to ask them, "How are you feeling?" You know, as in Nigeria now, let me take it down to Nigeria. As in Nigeria, when a child is born, like a newly born child, it is said that after 8 days, the child should be circumcised. I believe the Muslim does it too. So the child should be circumcised. So, you know, even during the circumcision for the child, the pain, the child goes through pain, and you could hear the child screaming, crying, and the rest of it. So they apply some ointment, and you are advised to give the child a Panadol or anything that can ease the pain. But here in South Africa, after the initiation, after the circumcision, you are not expected to take anything, like nothing like pain relief. You are to bear the pain alone. And in this process, some died. Like in this process of initiation, in this process of circumcision, some don't survive. Like not all survived. That is to show you that the pain is somehow unbearable. Not all can bear the pain, you see. So after the initiation, it actually takes God, let me say God, it takes God for people to survive, you know. Not all survive the pain. So, and they are not actually expected to take anything like pain relief, penicillin, Panadol, whatever that can ease the pain. You are not expected to take it. The process makes you a man. Culture shock. South Africa culture shock. You are not expected to take anything. The pain launches you into manhood. And if you have a girl child in your house, maybe you have your mother, your sister, whoever, they are not expected or they are not permitted to ask you how you are faring. I believe most of my South Africans are watching this. You can explain better. Please explain better in the comment section so others can also learn about this your wonderful culture. You know, I call it wonderful culture because it is their culture, and the people who practice it values it very much. And it's not all South Africa that does it. It's not all South Africa. It's just some part of South Africa that does it. So please explain more in the comment section so that people can actually have an idea, like understand better. So this initiation only occurs when you are 18 years. They don't do it when they are 1, 2, or it only occurs when you are 18 years. Imagine as a Nigerian that got married to a typical South African man, a typical Hausa man, or an Ndebele man, or a Pedi. I might not get the pronunciation. It's actually spelled as P-E-D-I. Yeah. Probably you got married to them and you have a male child, and you are expecting, as in Nigeria, you are expecting your husband or you are expecting you both to take your child for circumcision when it's 8 days, and your husband is telling you, no, in my culture, we don't do it. It takes 18 years for our male child to be circumcised. Like, I wonder how they will feel though. I wonder how they will feel. On a normal, the baby that you're circumcising, when the baby is small, you as a mother, you're feeling the pain. Let alone when the child is 18. You might not be there when the child is going through that initiation, that process, that circumcision process. And when the child comes on, you are not permitted to ask the child, how is he faring? Like, it's very, very emotional, no? It's very, because I saw her. I will upload some of the pictures. I will upload it so that you actually understand what I am talking of. You could see that though she's happy in some of the pictures, but some she is not, because you could see the emotions and the rest of it. She's not happy. You see, that is South African culture for you. That's why I said you can call it a culture shock. Like, it's a culture shock. Circumcising a child at the age of 18. The pain, trust me, the pain. That's why most people don't actually survive it, you know. Most people don't actually survive it. So the few that survived it, they are the one that, when it is like gathering of male children, they are the one that can boldly speak. You know, when you pass through that process, you can boldly speak, because it's not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing to go through that process at the age of 18. And when you're talking, or when you're speaking in a public gathering with your fellow youths or your fellow men, you speak proudly and you speak boldly because you pass through the process. Will I say it's a life-threatening process? Of course, because that's why those ones that did not go through the process, I don't think they have that boldness to speak when the ones that actually pass through the process are speaking. When it's the gathering of the gathering of men, when it is gathering of men, that is a culture shock. Like, it's one of, will I say, high risk culture shock for me? Yeah, the culture shock here for me is like shocking me. I'm now telling you one of some of the South Africa Nigerian slangs, one of which is shocking me. Like, the culture shock, it shocked me. Yeah, this is a culture shock for me. Male circumcision in South Africa, in some part of South Africa, only occurs when the child is 18. So it's an initiation that takes them out from boys to men, from adulthood to manhood at the age of 18. Thank you for watching this video, and please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up so that others can actually see the video. You know, when you give it a thumbs up, people see it. Please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. If there are any other culture shock that you've heard or you know, please share in the comment section. I'll read about it, I'll Google it, so I know how to talk about it. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you've not subscribed. See you in my next video. Bye, and God bless you.